Hi, I'm Carlos Diaz, Library Associate at St. John the Baptist Parish Library, and this is a book talk. Today's book talk is City on Fire, Danny Ryan, number one, by Don Winslow. Two criminal empires together control New England until a beautiful woman comes between the Irish and the Italians, launching a war that will see them kill each other, destroy an alliance, and set a city ablaze. Danny Ryan yearns for a more legit life and a place in the sun, but as the bloody conflict stacks bodies and brothers against each other, Danny must rise above himself. To save his friends he loves like a family and a family he has sworn to protect, he becomes a leader, a ruthless strategist, and a master of a treacherous game in which the winners live and the losers die. From the gritty streets of Providence to the glittering screens of Hollywood to the golden casinos of Vegas, two rival crime families ignite a war that will leave only one standing. The winner will forge a dynasty, exploring the classic themes of loyalty, betrayal, and honor. City on Fire is a contemporary masterpiece in the tradition of The Godfather, Casino, and Goodfellas, a thrilling saga from Don Winslow, America's greatest living crime writer. And that's it. What we got here is exactly that. It's a crime saga because this is part one of a trilogy. The sequel was released about a year ago, and part three is released later on this year, which I'll also review. And that's what I liked about this one. I immediately got the Godfather vibes and um, Goodfellas and Casinos, which are all great movies directed by Martin Scorsese. But I would add to that The Sopranos. Because The Sopranos changed TV, and without The Sopranos, we don't have Breaking Bad. And when you read this book, you get caught up in the lifestyle. You don't agree with it because it's crime riddled, but you like these characters, even though they're criminals. You get emotionally invested in them, and I think that's what makes a series or a saga. That's what makes it good, in my opinion. You watch a movie for the story, but you watch a TV show for the characters because you get emotionally invested with them. You care about their plight. You root for them. They go through trials and tribulations, and you hope that they can achieve their hopes and dreams. That's what this book is about. It follows Danny Ryan, who's a good guy who does a bad thing, or a bad guy who does a good thing. So he's like your bionic hero. You see what his pitfalls and his promises, and you go through this and through this roller coaster ride, the gamut of emotions. So that's very fascinating. What I also liked about this book, if you're a reader of a certain age like I am, you're going to get a lot of nostalgia because it's set in the 80s and the 90s, and I was the kid of the 80s. I was there. I spent the whole decade, so you get those cool vibes. So you get a lot of that nostalgic feeling. So if you want to read a novel that's very nostalgic, that has those classic Shakespearean themes of betrayal and murder and madness, and if you want to read a book that gives you vibes of Goodfellas and The Godfather, then I definitely recommend you to pick up City on Fire by Don Winslow. Thank you very much, and this is a book talk.